Welcome back to the broadcast. You know her as one of our travel experts, but there's something else Rita Cook has been up to, and I'm telling you, this is one of the cutest books I've seen in a long time. It's not a big, thick book, but it's filled with interesting details about Prohibition in Dallas and Fort Worth, all about the Prohibition era, and she's here to tell us more about the book. Now, Rita, I know there's in the front part of the book, there's all about the history of the Prohibition era.
Right.
But in the back of the book are the recipes for all the great drinks that people were drinking behind the scenes.
Right.
This is back in the days when you knocked on the door and said, "Joe sent me."
Right.
And you could get it. That's speakeasy.
Exactly, yes.
What made you write this book?
It started out that I was like, I go to bars when I'm traveling, and I thought a lot of bars nowadays are like really promoting the Prohibition drinks. So I thought it'd be fun to do a book about Prohibition drinks, and we have some great bartenders here in Dallas. And this company wanted me to do a little bit of the history about the drinks, so we snuck that in. But as you can see, there's more recipes.
So when you came up with this idea, all right, then what did you do next? Who did you tell the idea to? How did you get the book published?
Well, this is my 5th book with History Press.
Oh, okay.
And there's a gentleman here named Jeffrey Yarbrough who I worked with on this book. He is a PR guy. He knows all the bartenders. And so I said, hey, you want to do this book? And he did. And so we sort of collaborated on it. He had to get all the photos, the history photos in there, which was really hard. It was harder than my writing the book. And so then we found these great bartenders. You're going to talk to Charlie Papasino here in a little bit.
Yes, he's going to be here.
He's going to make you a cool drink, the Jack Rose.
And what's interesting, his partner in the bar is his ex-wife.
That's right.
Which we got to talk about.
And they're friends. Just
and they're
like
friends.
That. So
that's
it can
right.
happen. And it does happen.
Rita, you know what amazes me about you? You get an idea and man, you're on top of it. You jump on it and somehow you manage to pull it off. What do you think that drive comes from with you?
My mother, probably, because she was, she just really believed in everything I did, and my father too, and they just said, don't ever take no for an answer. So I don't. And sometimes people don't like that about me, but I don't like the word no.
But you get it done.
Well, and it's fun. I mean, life is fun, and you have to enjoy life, or you can't, why be alive, right? So,
are you married?
I think we talked about that before.
I know, but I can't remember.
I am married, yes.
That's right. Okay, so do you both need your space?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I travel so much.
That's right, and it kind of works. And Tom and I need our space, and I'm up here and he's down there.
Right.
And I don't know, I think that having your own space brings longevity to the relationship.
I think it does.
Well, anyway, I'm telling you, this is one cute book. What?
Okay.
About the book?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything that surprised you?
I did actually learn that one of the things about Prohibition was that there was a lot of, the reason why a lot of the fresh things were, like the fresh fruits and everything were used, was because the alcohol was so horrible. Like when you heard about bathtub gin, it literally was, and it would kill people. I mean, you could ask Charlie more about it, but it was a very dangerous alcohol that you would drink. But when you're desperate for alcohol, I guess, back in the 1920s to 1933 is when Prohibition was, you had to do something to hide the horrible taste.
Was that like Everclear?
It could, yeah, Everclear and all kinds of nasty things that people would just put in drinks because you couldn't get it. You couldn't just go to the store. And in Dallas, actually, it was called Dripping Dry Dallas. And there was like, I think, 6 places to find alcohol within a 2-block radius during Prohibition in downtown Dallas. And that was just in a 2-block radius.
Where were they?
Basically just little holes in the wall, and you would find, you knew where it was if you were wanting to get some alcohol. But.
So you did knock 3 times.
Yeah, the speakeasy is actually a true,
We could talk more about this, but I'm going to head over and find out about what we're going to mix up today. So Rita's book is fantastic, and you can buy this book. It's found on Amazon.com for $15 for paperback and $10 for the Kindle version.